got you. Let it ride real quick. Look.
The city eyes, it's time to bogart. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shotty in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls if you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times two. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Fierce taste sweet, told him make me an apple tree. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Java, come on, man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evanston with Mark Quad, telling me how them crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Focus out, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Never light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really see prophets under this banner. Make my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty to handle. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo. Spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they want, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yara down, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence,
Yeah. Shalom, Israel. We got our ISUPK started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana, a priest and officer of 1,000 Kawan out of ISUPK, Louisiana. We'll be holding down the ISUPK Sabbath service. We get it in every Saturday as y'all tune in, man, going over the scriptures, both in Hebrew and in English. That way that we rehearse the righteous acts as the Lord has commanded us in the scriptures. Today we'll be going through the book of Genesis, picking up where we left off, Genesis 41 and 31 through Genesis 42 and 22. We're going to go ahead and begin the Sabbath service. I say Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatham to the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shema Alatan by Shem Yahweh Shai to the sisters. And with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. A majim, which means to stand in Hebrew. La Yasha Allah. I'm going to start by saying the prayers, both in English and in Hebrew. Hapan HaKodam, which means to turn and face the east. Whichever way the east is, you turn and face that direction. And we're going to say the prayers, again, both in Hebrew and in English. This is the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nethenlanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawak Yanawa, Salaki, Kabawak Nawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawat Yanawa, Wala A, Tabaya Ayanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahatapara, La'aiwalamyam, Aman. In the English we say, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever, so be it. The power, or hakak, in the Hebrew. Yahweh ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, Baba Kashah, Nethelanawa, hakak, Larapa'a, Kal Maka'ala, Wakal Madawa, hakak, Latahar, Ha Matazarayim, hakak, Lahakoyam, Hamakiam, hakak, Al Rakarawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarshan, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. In the English we read, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew and then in the English. Yahweh ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha'ala, Wa Ha Bayat Saparium, Barak ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, Thawada Aman. We read, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel and the school in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. The book of Psalms, 121 in the Hebrew and then in English. Asha'a, Ayanya, Al-Haharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al-Yatan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a Yakaka, Wayarak, Balal Yala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'adka, Wabawa'adka, Ma'aith, Wa'aid Iwalam. In the English we read, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Alahayam, al Damiyalaka, al Takarash, wa al Tashakwat, al Kayahana, al Yabyaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, al Aimaka, Ya'ira Yamwa, Sawada, Wayata, Ya'itazawa, al Tazapawanyaka, Amarawa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha Allah, Iwada, Kaya, Nawaitazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yakar, Bar Yath, Yakara Rathwa, Salaki, Ahalya, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palashat, I'm Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, I'm Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasasara'a, Kayabian, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadua, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Deman, La'adama, Shiyatamwa, Nadab, Salaki, Nada, Yab Mawa, Ka'irab, Amaro, Salaki, Ka'irab, Wakaza Abba, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Manai, Kal Nasiyakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Af, Na'awaf, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanyaro Ka, Ka'ash, Tabaira Yaira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Haryam, Khan, Tawadatma, Basa Irika, Wabasa, Wapatka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawam, Waya Bakwashwa, Shemka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya Bahawa, Aya Aid, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'aiwa, Kaya Ata, Shemka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kaha Arataza. In the English we read, keep not thy silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they are consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisir, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeid. Yea, all their prince as Zabah and as Zamunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Blessings in the Hebrew and in the English. Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, wa Maka Ya Allah, wa Allah Hayam, Matazabaya ala Wap Yahana, ha ala Wapyam, ha Saranyam, ha Kwatazayanyam, ha Kayal Yalamyam, wa ha Akwakyam, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. We read, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabia, which means you may be seated. All right, let's go ahead and get it in, man. We're on again, Genesis 41 and 31 through Genesis 42 and 22. We'll try to go through it fairly quickly today, as usual. All right, we're going to begin in Genesis chapter 41 and start at verse 31. And we're going to read in the Hebrew first for 7 verses, and then we'll read in the English to show what we've read in the Hebrew, and we'll continue on for 49 verses until Genesis 42 and 22. All right, Genesis chapter 41 and verse 31. Wala'ah, Yawadai, Hashaba'ai, Ba'arataza, Mapanya, Hara'aiba, Hawa'ah, Akaria, Khan, Kaya, Kabad, Hawa'ah, Ma'ad, verse 32, Wa'ila, Hashanawath, Kalawam, Al, Paraiha, Pa'aimayam, Kaya, Nakawam, Hadabar, Ma'ai, Ha'al, Salaki, Ha Alahayam, Wa Mamahar, Ha Alahayam, verse 33, Wa'aitha, Yara'a, Para'aiha, Ayash, Nabawan, Wachakam, Wayashayah, Tahawa, Al, Arataza, Matazarayim, verse 34, Ya Aisha, Para'aiha, Waya Paquad, Paquadium, Al, Ha'arataza, Wa Hamash, Atha, Arataza, Matazarayim, Ba Shaba'ai, Shanya, Ha Shaba'ai, verse 35, Waya Kwabataz, Atha, Kal, Akal, Hashanyam, Ha Tabawath, Ha Ba'atha, Ha Allah, Ha Allah, Wa Yataza, Barawa, Bara, Tha Chath, Yad, Para'aiha, Achal, Ba'ai Rayam, Washamarwa, verse 36, Wa Hayaha, Ha Akal, La Paquadawan, La Arataza, La Shaba'ai, Shanya, Hara'aiba, Ashar, Tahayayan, Ba'arataza, Matazarayim, Wala'a, Thakarath, Ha-Arataza, Bara'aiba, verse 37, Waya Yatab, Ha-Dabar, Ba'ai, Yanya, Para'aiha, Waba'ai, Yanya. In the English, Genesis chapter 41 and verse 41 and 31. And the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of that famine following, for it shall be very grievous. Verse 32, and for that the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice. It is because the thing is established by God, and God will shortly bring it to pass. Now therefore let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt. Verse 34, let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land, and take up the 5th part of the land of Egypt in the 7th plenteous years. And let them gather all the food of those good years that come, and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities. Verse 36, and that food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine. Verse 37, and the thing was good in the eyes of Pharaoh, and in the eyes of all his servants. Genesis 41 and 38 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Para'aiha, Al, Abadyawa, Ha, Namataza'ah, Kaza, Ayash, Ashar, Rawak, Alahayam, Bawa, verse 39, Waya Amar, Para'aiha, Salaki, Para'aiha, Al, Yawasap, Acharya, Hawadayai, Alahayam, Awathak, Atha, Kal, Za'atha, Ayan, Nabawan, Wa Chacham, Kamawaka, verse 40, Atha, Thahaya, Al, Bayathaya, Wa'ila, Payaka, Yashak, Kal, Imaya, Rakwa, Hakasa'a, Agadal, Mamaka, verse 41. Waya Amar, Para'aiha, Al, Yawasap, Ra'ah, Nathathaya, Athaka, Al, Kal, Arataza, Matazarayim, verse 40. Wayasar, Para'aiha, Atha, Taba'ai Thawa, Ma'aila, Yadwa, Wayathan, Ata, Al, Yad, Yawasap, Wayalabash, Athawa, Bagadia, Shasha, Wayasham, Rabad, Hazahab, Al, Tazawa'a, Rawa. Verse 43. Wayarukab, Athawa, Bamaraka, Bath, Ha, Mashana, Ashar, Lawa, Wayakwaraawa, Lapanyawa, Abarak, Wa Nathawan, Athawa, Al, Ka, Arataza, Matazarayim. Verse 44. Waya Amar, Paraiha, Al, Yawasap, Anya, Paraiha, Wabala, I, Dayaka, La'a, Yarayam, Ayash, Atha, Yadwa, Wa'atha, Regalawa, Bakal, Arataza, Matazarayim. All right. Back to the English. Verse 38, Genesis 41 and 38. And Pharaoh said unto his servants, can we find such a one as this is, a man in whom the Spirit of God is? Verse 39, and Pharaoh said unto Joseph, for as much as God hath showed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art. Verse 40, thou shalt be over my house, and according unto thy word shall all my people be ruled. Only in the throne will I be greater than thou. Verse 41, and Pharaoh said unto Joseph, see, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt. Verse 42, and Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand and put it upon Joseph's hand, and arrayed him in vestures of fine linen, and put a gold chain about his neck. Verse 43, and he made him to ride in the second chariot which he had, and they cried before him, bow the knee, and he made him ruler over all the land of Egypt. Verse 44, and Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I am Pharaoh, and without thee shall no man lift up his hand or foot in all the land of Egypt. All right. Genesis 41 and 45 in the Hebrew. Wayakora'a, Paraiha, Sham, Yawasap, Tazapanath, Pa'ai Wayathan, Lawa, Atha, Asanath, Bath, Pawatya, Para'ai, Kahan, Ana, La'asha, Wayataza'a, Yawasap, Al, Arataza, Matazarayim. Verse 46. Wayawasap, Ban, Shalashim, Shana, Ba'ai, Madawa, Lapanya, Paraiha, Malak, Matazarayim, Wayataza'a, Yawasap, Malapanya, Paraiha, Waya Ibar, Bakal, Arataza, Matazarayim. Verse 47. Wata Aisha, Ha Arataza, Bashaba'ai, Shanya, Ha Shaba'ai, Lakwa Matazayam. Verse 48. Waya Bakwa, Salaki, Waya Kwabataza, Ata, Kal, Akal, Shaba'ai, Shanyam, Ashar, Hayawa, Ba'arataza, Matazarayim, Waya, Salaki, Wayathan, Akal, Ba'irayam, Akal, Shada, Ha'ayar, Ashar, Sabayaba, Thaya, Nathan, Batawaka. Verse 49. Waya Tazabar, Yawasap, Bara, Ka, Khawal, Hayam, Haraba, Ma'ad, Aid, Kaya, Khadal, Lasapar, Kaya, Ayan, Masapar, verse 50. Wala Yawasap, Yalad, Shanya, Banyam, Bataram, Tabawa'a, Shanath, Hara Aiba, Ashar, Yalada, Lawa, Asanath, Bath, Pawataya, Para'ai, Kahan, Awan, verse 51. Waya Kwara'a, Yawasap, Atha, Sham, Habakawar, Manasha, Kaya, Nashanya, Alahayam, Atha, Kal, I, Malaya, Wa Atha, Kal, Bayath, Abaya. All right. Back in the English, starting at verse 45. And Pharaoh called Joseph's name Saphanath Pa'aniah, and he gave him to wife Asenath, the daughter of Potiphera, priest of On. And Joseph went out over all the land of Egypt. Verse 46. And Joseph was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh, king of Egypt. And Joseph went out from the presence of Pharaoh and went throughout all the land of Egypt. So like it. Verse 47. And in the 7 plenteous years, the earth brought forth by handfuls. Verse 48. And he gathered up all the food of the 7 years, which were in the land of Egypt, and laid up the food in the cities, the food of the field, which was round about every city, laid he up in the same. Verse 49. And Joseph gathered corn as the sand of the sea, very much until he left numbering, for it was without number. Verse 50. And unto Joseph was born 2 sons before the years of famine came, which Asenath, the daughter of Potiphera, priest of On, bare unto him. Verse 51. And Joseph called the name of the firstborn Manasseh, for God said, he hath made me forget all my toil and all my father's house. Verse 52. So like 52 in the Hebrew. Wa ata sham ashanya kwawa'a aparium kaya ha paranya alahayam ba arataza I nayaya. Verse 53. Wa ataka layana shaba'ai shanya hashaba'ai ashar hayaha ba'arataza matazarayim. Verse 54. Wa thakhaliyana shaba'ai shanya haraiba labawa'a ka ashar amar yawasap wa yahaya ra'aiba bakal ha'arataza wa bakal arataza matazarayim hayaha lacham. 55. Wa tharaba'ai wa tharaiba kal arataza matazarayim wa yataza aikwa ha'aima al para'aiha la lacham wa ya'amar para'aiha lakal matazarayim lakawa al yawasap ashar ya'amar lakal the aishawa. Verse 56. Waha ra'aiba hayaha al kal panya ha'arataza wayapathak yawasap atha kal ashar baham wayashabar lamatazarayim waya hazak haraiba ba'arataza matazarayim. 57. Wakal ha'arataza ba'awa matazarayim lashabar al yawasap kaya chazak haraiba bakal ha'arataza Genesis 42 and verse 1. Wayara'ah, Yaiquab, Yaiquab, Kaya, Yash, Shabar, Ba Matazarayim, Waya Amar, Yaiquab, Labanyawa, Lama, Thathara'awa. All right, back to the English. Genesis 41 and 52. And the name of the second called he Ephraim, for God hath caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction. Verse 53. And the 7 years of plenteousness that was in the land of Egypt were ended, and the 7 years of dearth began to come, Salakia, according as Joseph had said, and the dearth was in all lands, but in all the land of Egypt there was bread. Verse 55, and when all the land of Egypt was famished, the people cried to Pharaoh for bread. And Pharaoh said unto all the Egyptians, go unto Joseph, what he saith to you, do. Verse 46, and the famine was over all the face of the earth, and Joseph opened all the storehouses and sold unto the Egyptians, and the famine waxed sore in the land of Egypt. Verse 57, and all countries came unto Egypt to Joseph for to buy corn, because that the famine was so sore in all the lands. Genesis 42 and verse 1. Now when Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt, Jacob said unto his sons, why do ye look one upon another? And he said, behold, I have heard that there is corn in Egypt. Get you down thither and buy for us from thence, that we may live and not die. Back in the Hebrew, Genesis chapter 42 and verse 2. Waya Amar, Hana, Shammai, Taya, Kaya, Yash, Shabar, Ba Matazarayim, Radawa, Shema, Washabarwa, Lanawa, Masham, Wanachaya, Wala'ah, Namawath. Verse 3. Wayarada wa Achaya, Yawasap, Aishara'ah, Salaka, Aishara, La Shabar, Bara, Ma Matazarayim. Verse 4. Wa Atha, Banyanyam, Salaka, Banyamyan, Achaya, Yawasap, La'ah, Shalak, Yaiquab, Atha, Achayawa, Kaya Amar, Pan, Yaquara'an, Wa, Asawan, verse 5. Waya Ba'awa, Banya, Yashar Allah, Salaki, Yashar Allah, La Shabar, Bathwaka, Haba Ayam, Kaya, Hayaha, Haraiba, Ba'arataza, Kanaina, verse 6. Wayawasap, Hawa'ah, Hashalayat, Al, Ha'arataza, Hawa'ah, Mashabayar, Lakal, Aim, Ha'arataza, Wayaba'awa, Achaya, Yawasap, Wayasha, Wayashata, Chawawa, Lawa, Apayam, Arataza. Verse 7. Wayara'a, Yawasap, Ata, Achayawa, Wakayaram, Wakaram, Waya Thanakar, Al Yaham, Waya Debar, Atham, Kwashawath, Waya Amar, Al Alaham, Ma'ayan, Ba'atham, Waya Amarwa, Ma'arataza, Kanaina, Lashabar, Akal, verse 8. Wayakar, Yawasa, Atha, Akar Yawa, Waham, La'a, Hakarawa, Salaki. All right. Genesis 42 and verse 2 through 8. And he said, behold, I have heard, Salaki. Did I just read that part? Salaki, y'all, 1 second. I think I read that one twice or something. Let's see. All right, no sweat. All right, verse 9. All right, Genesis 42 and verse 9. And Joseph remembered the dreams which he dreamed of them and said unto them, okay, no, Salaki, I didn't read that. Genesis 42 and verse 2. And he said, behold, I've heard that there is corn in Egypt. Get ye thither and buy for us for thence, that we may live and not die. And Joseph's 10 brethren went down to buy corn in Egypt. But Benjamin, Joseph's brother, Jacob, sent not with his brethren. For he said, lest peradventure mischief befall him. And the sons of Israel came to buy corn among those that came, for the famine was in the land of Canaan. And verse 6, and Joseph was the governor over the land, and it was that sold to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brethren came and bowed down themselves before him with their faces to the earth. Verse 7, and Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but made himself strange unto them, and spake roughly unto them. And he said unto them, whence come ye? And they said, from the land of Canaan to buy food. Verse 8, and Joseph knew his brethren, but they knew not him. Genesis 42 and 9 in the Hebrew. Wayazakar, Yawasak, Atha, Ha-Kalamawath, Ashar, Chalam, Laham, Waya Amar, Alaham, Maragalyam, Atham, Laraawath, Atha, I, Rawat, Ha'arataza, Ba'atham, verse 10, Waya Amarwa, Alayawa, La'a, Adanya, wa aibadat, wa Salakia, wa aibadyak yaka, wa aibadyaka, ba'awa, la shabar, akal, verse 11, kalanawa, banya, ayash, achad, nachanwa, kanyam, nachanwa, La'a, Hayawa, Abadyaka, Maragalyam, verse 12, Waya Amar, Alaham, La'a, Kaya, Irawath, Ha'arataza, Ba'atham, Lara'awath, verse 13, Waya Amarawa, Shanyam, Ashar, Abadyaka, Achayam, Anakhanwa, Banya, Ayash, Achad, Ba'arataza, Kana'aina, Wahana, Ha-Kwatan, Atha, Abanyawa, Hayawan, Waha Achad, Anyanawa, verse 14, Waya Amar, Alaham, Yawasa, Hawa'a, Ashar, the Barathwa, Salakia, the Barathya, Alakam, La Amar, Maragalium, Atham, verse 15, Bazaath, Bakanwa, Chaya, Paraiha, Ama, Ta'awa, Maza, Kaya, Ama, Bawa'a, Achayakam, Hakotan, Hana. All right. Genesis 42. Genesis 42 and verse 9. And when Joseph remembered the dreams which he dreamed of them, and said unto them, Ye are spies, to see the nakedness of the land ye are come. Verse 10. And they said unto him, Nay, my Lord, but to buy food are thy servants come. Verse 11. We are all one man's son. We are true men. Thy servants are no spies. Verse 12. And he said unto them, Nay, but to see the nakedness of the land ye are come. Verse 13. And they said, Thy servants are 12 brethren, the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And behold, the youngest is this day with our father, and one is not. Verse 14. And Joseph said unto them, That is it that I spake unto you, saying, Ye are spies. Verse 15. Hereby ye shall be proven. By the life of Pharaoh, ye shall not go forth hence, except your youngest brother come hither. Genesis 42 and 16 in the Hebrew. These are the last 7 verses. Shalachaykawa makam achad wayakoka. Wayakwak atha achayakam wa atham ha-asarawa waya bakhanwa dabar yakam ha-amath athakam wa amma la'a kaya paraiha kaya maragalyam atham. Verse 17. Waya sap atham al matamar shalashat yam yam. Verse 18. Waya amar alham yawasap bayawam hashalayasha ya za'atha aishawa wa hayawa atha ha'al hayam anya yara'a. Verse 19. Ama kanyam atham achayakam achad ya'asar babayath mashamaya salaki ma shamarakam wa atham lakawa habayaw ha ba ya'awa shabar ra'abawan bath yakam. Verse 20. Wa atha achayakam hakwatan tabaya'awa alya wa ya'a manwa dabar yakam wala'a tamawatawa wa ya'ai shawa kan. Verse 21. Waya amarwa ayash al achayawa abal ashamayam anayak salaki ana kanwa al achayanawa ashar ra'anawa ra'ayanawa tazarath napashwa baha kananwa al yanwa wala'a shemai nawa al kan ba'a al yanawa ha tazara ha za'atha. Verse 22. Waya aina ra'awaban atham la'amar Halawa'a, Amarathya, Ala Yakam, La Amar, Al, Fakata Tawa, Bayalad, Wala'a, Shemai, Shemaitham, Wagam, Damawa, Hana, Nadarash. Genesis 42 and verse 16 in the English. Send one of you and let him fetch your brother, and ye shall be kept in prison, that your words may be proven, whether there be any truth in you, or else by the life of Pharaoh, surely ye are spies. Verse 17. And he put them all together into ward 3 days. And Joseph said unto them the third day, this do and live, for I fear God. Verse 19, if ye be true men, let one of your brethren be bound in the house of your prison. Go ye, carry corn for the famine of your houses. Verse 20, but bring your youngest brother unto me, so shall your words be verified, and ye shall not die. And they did so. Verse 21, and they said one to another, we are verily guilty concerning our brother, in that we saw the anguish of his soul when he besought us, and we would not hear. Therefore is this distress come upon us. Verse 22, and Reuben answered them, saying, speak I not unto you, saying, do not sin against the child, and ye would not hear. Therefore, behold, also his blood is required. All right. We'll pick up next week in Genesis 42 and start at verse 43. With that, I say amajim, which means to stand. Sar Hapan HaKodam, which means to turn and face the east. Say the prayers once again in Hebrew and in English. First, the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathananawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawat Yanawa, Wala'a, Taba'ayanawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahataparath, La'aiwalamyam, Aman. In English we read, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it. Hakak, or the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Babakashai, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Larapa'ah, Kal Maka'ala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Ha Matazarayim, Hakak, Lahakwayam, Ha Matiyam, Hakak, Al Rakarawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarshan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the leper, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew and in the English. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha'ala, Wa Ha Bayat Saparium, Barak, Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Wada Aman. What we said in the English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel and the school in the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Haharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayim, Wa'arataza, Al Yatan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shimarka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tizalka, Al Ya, Yam Yanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a Yakalka, Wayarak, Balal Yala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Ra, Yashamar, Aknapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'adka, Wabawa'adka, Ma'ait, Wa'ait Iwalam. What we said in English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. Selaki. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam, al Damayalaka, al Takarash, al Tashakwat, al Kayahana, Awayabyaka, Hayama, Yawan, Ra'ash, al Imaka, Yara'ayam wa, Sawada, Wayata, Yaitazawa, al Tazapawanyaka, Amarawa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawaitazawa, Laba, Lakadwa, Al Yaka, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Al Ahalya, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Ma'aimawan, Ma'aimalak, Palashath, Am Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Am, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasasara'a, Kayabian, Banakal, Hoyash, Salatu, Hoyashuan, lost my spot, y'all. Salaki, 1 second. Let's say 1. Where am I? Hoyashuan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayatamwa, Nadayab, Mawa, Ka'ira, Wakazaba, Wakatazal, Manai, Kal Nasiyakamwa, Ashar, Amarawa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Ath, Na'awath, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapayaroka, Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Harayam, Khan, Tharadatma, Basairaka, Wabasa, Wapatka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Ayaid, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'aiwa, Kaya Ata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kal Rataza. In the English we read, keep not thy silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, and the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot, Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisir, as to Jabin, and the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zaid. Yea, all their prince as Zabah and as Zamunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, and as the flame setteth, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Blessings in the Hebrew and then in the English. Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, wa Maka Ya Allah, wa Allah Hayam, Matazabaya Allah Wap Yohana, Ha Allah Wapyam, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kwazatayamyam, Ha Kayal Yalamyam, wa Ha Akwakyam, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, the Wada Armand. We said in the English is bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Sar, which means to turn. We're going to get one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, Yashimatah, which means hands down, Sar, which means turn, face the sisters. Men of Israel, we're going to get one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Alatham, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Yashimatah, class dismissed.